What's going on, everybody? My name is Kaim and welcome back to Plugged In. Today we will be checking out the FIFINE AmpliGame gaming mixer. So before we get into the unboxing, huge thank you to FIFINE for sending this out. They do not have a say in my opinions on this video or the product, and they do not get to see this beforehand. So that being said, let's go ahead and get into the unboxing. All right, so getting into the unboxing, one thing, just a side note, I do wish that the packages were sealed from FIFINE. I believe all the reviews that I've done on their products, all of the boxes were unsealed. No, just something that I like to see just to make sure my products aren't being tampered with. Not a huge deal. I would like to see them sealed. So getting into the box, we have our user guide, tell us how the mixer works. Underneath, we have the mixer itself. Got a 3.5mm cable, USB Type-C cable to power it up, and then we have the mixer itself. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy hooked up. When I reviewed the FIFINE AM8 microphone, I was only able to use it as a USB microphone. It also has an XLR input, and now we have an audio interface that we can use it with. So I will hook up that microphone to this, and then we can see how it sounds. Then if you want to go back and check out that review on the microphone, you can do that and see if you hear a difference in sound quality using the USB versus using the XLR. So let's go ahead and get it hooked up and then we'll come right back. So as I'm getting ready to hook it up, the cord to power the mixer does come with a USB-A dongle. So if you want to use it as USB-C, you can, but if not, and you need USB Type-A, you can put this on and use it that way as well. Voila, magic. All right, so the mixer is powered up. I'm getting ready to go through all of the different features of the mixer. And then right now I'm going to switch over to the FIFINE AM8 microphone via XLR that's coming through the mixer. All right, so you guys are now listening to me on the FIFINE AM8 microphone via XLR coming straight out of the mixer. Let me know what you think about the sound down in the comment section. But getting into the features of the mixer, there are a lot of great features on this mixer, man. First one, not being an actual feature of the mixer, but the price of the mixer. The mixer usually comes in at about $57.99, but on Amazon, it is on sale. Right now it's 14% off, coming in at $49.99. And then Amazon also throws you in a 5% coupon, so you can also save a little bit more money there. So jumping into the mixer, we'll start on the left side and then we'll work our way around. We got 48-volt phantom power, so that's for condenser microphone. So if you do need that, the mixer does have it. The AM8 is a dynamic microphone, so they do give you the option on the back to change it between dynamic and condenser microphone. Then you also have your ports on the back. Got your power right here where you plug it into your PC. Got your line out, got headphone, line in, and then headset. So we got that 48-volt phantom power. Next up, you have like an auto tune button. So if you hit this, it will put you in different keys and it will change the pitch of your voice and how it sounds and everything. So it's a cool little feature. We could test it out real quick. Right now I'm in dB, so you know, you let me know how that sounds. We got that auto tune like we're T-Pain. And of course you can cycle through. Now we're in D, we got A, B, G, G, B, F, and you can play around with that and cycle through all those, but then you hold the button down, give it a long press to turn it off. Right down here at the bottom, you have 4 custom buttons, so you can record different sounds to these, and then you can use those different sound effects as you are streaming. So how you would do it is you would hold down the button, keep holding it and record it, and then when you press it, it'll play back for you. And then that's how that works. Of course, I had to grab my headset and hook that up to the microphone because you do have mic monitoring on here, so you can monitor your audio. Moving around to the other side, we have our RGB button here at the top, so you do have RGB. You can do the unicorn rainbow color if you want to. If not, you can cycle through the different colors. We got like a different effects. You got like a pulse breathing effect on here. This one changes it button by button. Got red, pink, and then you could just change it to like a static color if you want to. Of course, we'll just leave the rainbow on, but if you want, you can just hold the button to turn that back off, but we'll leave it on. Right here, we got the voice changer. So right here, that press, we changed our voice to male. Go ahead and turn my mic monitoring on, and we'll turn that up so we can hear it. So now I can hear myself with the male voice changer.
Now we can change it to the female voice changer, which this one is pretty funny.
What the?
Baby, this is a really funny one. So if you want to troll people or just, use this, I play Grand Theft Auto RP, so this would be a nice one to use. That or
Elder sounds pretty good. I think Elder probably should have been the male one, but you got those different
voice changer effects that you can use in, just spice up your stream or content in general. And then, like I said, I play Grand Theft Auto RP, so those would definitely be useful to have and, just play different types of characters. But I'm not hearing any lag from the mic monitoring, so that's a great thing to have if you're somebody who loves to listen to your audio and monitor your audio. I personally don't like it. I don't like hearing myself in my headset because it kind of messes me up, but I'm gonna just turn that off and then we'll turn the fader back down. Then of course you have the buttons on the bottom row. Those are to mute all of your different audio inputs. This is your microphone mute button. Couldn't hear me talking, but now I am back. You have your line in mute, you have your mic monitor mute, and you also have your line out mute. That pretty much sums up everything that the audio mixer can do. Now let's go ahead and get into some of the pros and cons of this audio mixer. Now this audio mixer, I would say it is a good entry level mixer slash audio interface for somebody that's getting into content creation or streaming, because it is missing quite a few features, and I'll touch base on that in a little bit. But for what you get in this package, I definitely do think that it is worth the buy. You get all these features. You get XLR input, 48 volt phantom power. You can switch between condenser and dynamic microphones. You get the cool voice changing features like the auto tune and the voice changer with all the different sounds. You get 4 custom buttons for audio effects, so you can put sound effects on those and use those during stream. One thing that I did come across with the custom buttons is when you do record an audio effect on here, the audio quality drops significantly. So, that's one little gripe with the custom buttons, but it's still there. So, that's a feature that you still get to use. It has RGB, and of course you get these different audio inputs that you can control. Now get into some of the cons of this audio mixer. Although it has a few cons, I definitely don't think that any of them are deal breakers. It was just going to be up to you to decide if this is the right audio mixer for you. I definitely do think it is a good first buy for somebody who's just getting started though. But the first con I would have to say is the build quality. Since it's a super affordable mixer, the build quality is not the greatest. It's made from plastic. Another thing that I found is that the faders are pretty wobbly, but moving it and adjusting it, that feels pretty okay to me. This is my first audio mixer and slash interface, so I haven't tested out other ones to see what other faders feel like, but they feel pretty okay to me. The faders themselves just have some wobble to them. The next one I would have to say is the audio indicator up here at the top. So you have this LED indicator for your audio. It kind of gives you a visual representation of your mic gain and your headset volume, but it's not really accurate. This, where it's lighting up, it's like three or 4 bars that's getting lit up here, and that's nowhere near matching what I'm seeing through OBS. This really isn't that accurate. You know what I'm saying? It gives you that visual representation, but it's not that accurate. The next con I have is the actual audio inputs themselves. You have mic, line in, headphone, and line out. Now this audio interface and mixer is marketed to be for gamers and content creators, but as someone picking this up as a streamer, you have no control over your game audio or your music volume or voice chat, to get your friends. You only have access to these 4 audio inputs here, and you cannot change them, and you can only control what's coming in or out of this mixer itself. So like I said, you can't change these to something else, and this audio mixer doesn't come with any software, which is another con that I found. So for example, when I added this input into OBS, it came up as FIFINE Mixer. Now if I wanted to add any effects to my microphones, such as like a limiter or a compressor or anything else like that, noise suppression, it's adding it to this entire mix. It's not adding it to the individual mic channels. So that's just one other thing that you don't have control over with this mixer. But FIFINE did announce that they were supposed to be coming out with another mixer that gives you access to all those other different audio channels, like your game volume and music and voice chat and all that. So not sure when that's gonna come out or how far in the works that is, but they said they were gonna work on that. But as far as the mixer itself, do I think it's worth the buy? Yes, I do. For all of the features that it comes with and the price point that it's at, I definitely think it is a good first start. Now you can also use this mixer with a dual PC PC setup. But to me, I don't really think it's worth it in my opinion, because like I said, you're missing some features, you know, only having those preset audio inputs. You know, I don't see how useful it would be in a 2 PC setup, because another thing you can't control is your PC volume. So it would kind of be tricky using it in a 2 PC setup. Just having more audio inputs added to this would definitely be more helpful. But like I said, I think it's a great start for somebody that's just getting into content creation and streaming. You know, it's a way to elevate your content and take it to another level and just make it more entertaining, you know, with the features that this does offer. You got the voice changing effects, that custom buttons. I think those are great to have for somebody who's just getting started. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like down below. If you got any questions about the mixer, feel free to leave them down in the comment section. I will do my best to answer it, or reach out to FIFINE and get some answers for you. Again, huge thank you to FIFINE for sending this mixer out. It's definitely a dope addition to add to the setup. I'm able to use the AM8 as an XLR microphone now, and I got some other added features that I could use on stream whenever I boot up a stream. If you guys are new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.